The Golden Age begins while the Earth is in Aquarius, and, as the Earth moves through the zodiacal belt, the ages also progress from the Golden, to the Silver, to the Copper, and finally to the Iron Age. By the time the Earth enters Pisces and then returns to Aquarius, the Iron Age of a civilization has begun. During the Iron Age, a civilization has degenerated from the time of its Golden Age. The degree of degeneration, however, is particular to each race. The protoplasmatic and hyperborean races had not declined during their Iron Age because they were awake and divine beings, not possessing the psychological ego. The Lemurians reached a certain level of degeneration, while the Atlanteans declined even further. Our current Aryan race, however, has reached a degree of degeneration that has not been matched during the entire history of the Earth. The amount of ego that we carry in our psyches is vastly greater than the ego possessed by previous races. Wars, hatred, envy, violence, environmental destruction, ill will, etc. are commonplace in today's society. Since the Iron Age of a civilization occurs near the end of the sidereal year, every race comes to an end during its Iron Age. It can be considered as the Earth purging itself from the corrupt humanity that is inhabiting it. Although every root race exists on the Earth for only one sidereal year, the period of time between the end of one race and the beginning of the next can be many thousands or millions of years. In other words, each root race lasts for only one sidereal year, but many sidereal years may pass before the next root race begins. But why does each race end? What brings about its demise, thus preparing the way for the next race? To properly answer these questions, it is necessary to understand certain cosmic cycles that have occurred and that will continue to occur throughout the entire lifespan of the planet Earth. A very important cosmic event takes place each time the Earth enters the zodiacal constellation of Aquarius. This event causes great natural disasters to occur, and has been responsible for the end of every root race that existed upon the Earth. At the end of every sidereal year, after moving from Pisces to Aquarius, the orbit of the Earth approaches the orbit of a planet found in the Tyler solar system. In Gnosis, this planet is known as Herculobus. In the Bible, this planet is referred to as Wormwood, while modern astronomers have named it Barnard I. Herculobus is about 600 times the size of the Earth, and so as the orbits of the two planets get closer, their gravitational and magnetic fields exert forces on one another. Herculobus never comes close enough to physically collide with the Earth, but due to its size exerts very strong gravitational and electromagnetic forces. These forces cause great natural catastrophes to occur on the Earth, such as volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tidal waves, hurricanes, etc. In addition, Herculobus gravitational fields cause the Earth's axis of rotation to tilt. Currently it is tilted about 23 degrees from its original position, and as Herculobus comes closer and closer, the tilting will accelerate. This will result in the poles becoming the equator and vice versa. Currently we are in the 37th year of the age of Aquarius. Herculobus and the Earth reach their closest distance during the beginning of the Aquarian Age. The natural catastrophes that have resulted have been responsible for the end of the previous four root races, and will be responsible for the end of our present civilization. We are already seeing more natural disasters throughout the world than in the past. As Herculobus approaches, these disasters will accelerate exponentially. The encounter of the Earth with Herculobus takes place every sidereal year, and is thus a natural cosmic event. The first few races were not afraid of the disasters since they had not degenerated. They still had extraordinary powers, and used them to escape the catastrophes. The protoplasmatic and hyperborean races, for example, simply submerged themselves into the fourth dimension when the catastrophes began multiplying. The portion of the Lemurian civilization that had not degenerated did the same, while the rest perished. The vast majority of the Atlanteans died during the submersion of Atlantis, but a small minority was able to escape. Unfortunately, due to the extreme degeneration of the Aryan race, there will be few who will survive the upcoming cataclysms. Master Samael Onweir openly declares in his writings that we are at the times of the end. He states that when the disasters begin occurring, those who have eliminated 50% of their psychological ego will be taken to a place where they will be safe from the catastrophes. They will watch, in safety, the cataclysms that will take place on the rest of the planet, while continuing to work on themselves in order to eliminate the rest of their ego. This group of people will provide the seed for the sixth root race, and no one with ego will be allowed to inhabit the earth during the golden age of that race. This is why the Gnostic teachings, which were taught in secrecy only in authentic mystery schools, are now being made freely available to the public, in order for whoever genuinely works on himself or herself to be able to escape the upcoming disasters. In order to eliminate the psychological ego and to awaken consciousness, we must practice the 3 factors for the revolution of consciousness. The 3 factors are the foundation and the essence of the Gnostic esoteric work. By practicing the 3 factors, we will be able to study Gnostic anthropology in an experiential manner, and to verify its validity through direct, personal, and conscious experience. In this way we will not naively believe or disbelieve, but rather we will know the truth for ourselves,